What's going on, everyone? This is Sarge, and I'm very excited that Battlefield 3 has just been released to those of you who've pre-ordered the game for the 48-hour pre-access. I know the full game won't be released, or the beta that is, to the public until the 29th, and so I'm giving my first impressions of the Recon kit because I know many of you guys have been asking about that. Those of you who know about my channel, I am the aggressive Recon for Bad Company 2, and this is something I'm going to be hopefully extending out to Battlefield 3, and so I want to share my first impressions on what I think will run well for you when you guys first pick up the game, because I know it's going to be a very big hassle to not only try to adjust to your weapon, but get familiar with the maps, finding hotspots, all of that stuff, and so I want to hopefully help you out a little and kind of clear things up in regards to when things start kicking off for you. For those of you who haven't played the game, as you can see me here flipping through all the type of gadgets for the Recon kit, I currently have reached level 20 within about a day's worth of playing, which is not bad. There's a lot of different kinds of optics. That's the first thing you're going to notice. We're going to be unlocking as many type of different optics that helps you both in close quarter, medium quarter, or long range sniping. This doesn't only extend just to snipers, but it also goes out to the other kits as well. You unlock different types of attachments, such as the foregrips, as you can see there, the tactical light or the suppressor. These things that can be used for your advantage in the battlefield. One thing you'll notice is that my name has changed. I'm no longer Leo the Lion 2003, which was in my previous video, but it's Sgt.Enigma. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it, but we'll see. M40A5 is the next kit that I'm going to be unlocking, hopefully within the next couple games. And I'm also looking forward to the M98B, which is an upgrade from the M95 from BC2, and the M39B. And so, no, M39 EMR, sorry. And here we have a gadget that you unlock with your Recon kit. It's a sound emitter, kind of like a UAV. You place it on the ground and it emits sound to you whenever there's vehicle or enemy infantry on the ground. This is something that they're going to be allowing you to use in the full release of the game. It's not in beta. It's the SO Flam, which allows you to paint targets and hopefully drop some airstrikes. And then we have the MAV, which is like a UAV. You can fly around and spot targets in the air. This is also not in the beta. It will be in the full release, so we'll be looking forward to that. One thing here is very important. They give you a radio beacon for the Recons, and this is something that's very useful. It allows your teammates to spawn on it. If those of you who are familiar with 2142, you're going to want to use that for your advantage, placing it in areas that's very important for your team. As you see me playing here, I'm going to be using the night vision optics, as you can see me using there, which is really cool. I know there's a lot of light in some areas, but I imagine that this is going to be a good attachment for those maps that hopefully they're going to be using for night maps. So I'm looking forward to using this, but it's really cool optics. But there's tons. It just seems like there's just an unlimited amount of different type of optics you can use for your sniping kit. One thing I will bring up that's very important is for those of you who are trying to go the aggressive Recon route, which is, you know, that's my play style, the bolt actions are no longer one-hit shots from up close. You're going to have to do either one shot and pull out your pistol to finish them off, or you have to do 2 shots, unless it's a headshot. Headshots are always one-hit kill. But from just first hands-on experiences, I noticed that the semi-automatic rifles, the SVD or the MK11, are the ones you're going to be wanting to run for aggressive Recon routes. Primarily is they give them a really huge buff in the beta compared to alpha, and so they are very effective at both close, medium quarter, and long ranges. It's about 1 to 2 shots from torso on up, and 3 shots when you're very far. So I would suggest anyone, when they're picking up the kit, if you're playing aggressive Recon, to start using these kits or the weapons that you start off with. And they're basically side choice, so depending on what side you use, depends on what gun you're going to be using. So if you're defending, it's SVD. If you're attacking, it's the MK11. So use those to your advantage, and start practicing to learn the maps well and adjust to your surroundings. Now, I know I can't make a full analysis yet until the game is actually released, And so this is just first impressions, and I will hopefully save you a lot of energy and time wasted. For those of you who are going to try to attempt to play the aggressive recon route with bolt actions, I will tell you now that you're going to lose a lot of gunfights. It doesn't matter how well you are at shooting and or aiming, but compared to the other weapons, the assault kit is basically the new, I don't want to call it noob kit, but it's the easy way out now. It's because the assault weapons are just do such a high damage. You can spray so many people with it and mow down so many targets without even having to aim. It's kind of like mini hardcore with the assault weapons. And so, but you know, I know many people are going to be running that route because it's you know, you play to win. And so competitively, I can see the assault kit being the more dominant kit being used in competitive matches. But the MK11 holds its own. The Recon class with the MK11 or the SVD does carry a lot of weight in the class itself, and so I can also see the Recon kit with its special gadgets such as the spawning beacon or the UAV or the MAV that they're allowing the Recons to have to be a very primary factor in competitive play. So I'm excited about that, and I hope that many people will be able to use not just, you know, the kits that are considered overpowered at the moment, but use all kits to some degree that have the gadgets that are available that can help the team as a whole. So I know there's some perks that they're allowing in the game, or specializations that allow you to buff your team, such as a suppressor, which allows you to give your teammates suppression or more accuracy when you're you know, either using a bipod and they're right next to you, or there's anti-suppressive specializations, which causes you to be less affected by the suppression. Now I know that's something that's very vital right now in Battlefield 3, is when you're firing at an enemy, it causes them to blur their vision, and that's going to be used heavily. I can see that being used in a lot of competitive games. And so public games, you're going to be wanting to run a lot of flanked routes. Right now they're only using the same map that was in alpha, so there's not really much flanking you can do, but flanking is going to be very important. That's going to be a huge thing in which I will be working on for the full release. I will be providing as much information in regards to flanking routes for you as well. So Recon is great. I'm loving it right now. I will say, for those of you who are picking it up for the first time, to start running, and you want to play aggressive, that is, to start running the semi-automatics. That's just the way to go. For beta at least right now, and I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing for full release. I don't see any much big changes they're going to be making from beta, other than a couple glitches that are happening. But yeah, that's basically a new play style for me, and I'm excited because it's a new way of learning the game and figuring it out. And I'm liking what DICE has done to the Recon kit so far. And they made some huge improvements from the alpha, and so yeah, we'll see. There's going to be a lot of different things we're going to be looking forward to. I'm looking forward to a lot of the guns that I want to see unlocked and start using to my potential. And so yeah, hopefully this is just short information for you guys. Hopefully it helped. Stay tuned for more Battlefield 3 videos. I'm going to be releasing more progression with my journey and learning this Recon kit for Battlefield 3. I know there's going to be a lot of challenges I'm going to be facing, and I'm hoping to develop some new set of skills to help me play better in Battlefield 3, and also share with you guys to keep you guys updated on the Recon kit in Battlefield 3. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys later.